Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Washington Gun Law TV. I'm Washington Gun Law President William Kirk. Thanks for joining us. Hey, we're going to do a little bit of natural lighting around here because, oh my God, we actually got the power and the heat back on after 72 crazy hours here in the Puget Sound region. But listen, let's play a game of what if. And the game of what if is this. What if the incoming presidential administration is dead serious about deporting as many illegal immigrants as they claim to be? And oh, by the way, in case you want to go back and look at the history book, not too far back there, you will see that this is an administration that typically follows through on its campaign promises. So like the promises or not, this administration does have a history of actually delivering on them. Okay, we're going to talk about illegal immigration, but we're not going to get into illegal immigration because that would be getting way outside the lane here for Washington Gun Law. But what we do like to do here is kind of read the tea leaves, connect the dots, if you would, look into the crystal ball and realize, hey, are there scenarios that are likely to occur in the near future that may make certain communities far more dangerous? Yes, there is. And because of that, should people in those communities perhaps be a little bit more conscientious about self-defense, not only from an equipment standpoint and a tactical standpoint, from a legal standpoint as well? Yes, I think you should. And that's why we're going to spend a few minutes today and we're going to talk about how the illegal immigration problem is about to get a lot more dangerous. Okay, America, we're talking about illegal immigration, but we're not talking about illegal immigration. What we're talking about is what illegal immigration is doing to you, or what could it be doing to you in the very near future. Now, the numbers are all over the board. We've done videos around here. We've somewhere estimated between 8 million and 12 million individuals are now in the country today that were not here 4 years ago, who just basically walked across the border, okay? And whether that includes the gotaways or who knows, the numbers are all over the board, okay? But we know there are millions and millions of illegal immigrants inside the United States right now, and that the incoming presidential administration is, in fact, and I do believe them when they say this, going to round up a whole bunch of them and deport them. And personally, and again, my opinion has nothing to do with this, but I support that decision. Now, here's the thing I want you to understand. We already have some states, all right, and here it is, the usual suspects. Yeah, that's right, it's the usual suspects. States, by the way, that I will point out have worked feverishly to disarm its citizens. States who oftentimes took well-allocated state resources that were going to those less fortunate who needed it and diverted those funds from them to illegal immigrants, leaving their own citizens hanging, are also the ones now who claim that they're going to fight like holy hell to make sure that no deportation occurs. And these sanctuary states, in some cases, sanctuary jurisdictions, again, here's a map of what we believe to be right now. Now, I want you to know, understand this. There are some who are claiming that they are literally going to prevent the United States government from executing deportations. That's going to be a violation of federal law. We're going to go over the law here in a second. Does a state have to assist federal government with enforcement of immigration laws? No, they don't. So for all of these governors right here claiming that they're going to be a sanctuary state and that they're going to protect their own citizens, even though they actually don't protect their own citizens, they will not have to dedicate any dime of state resources to any deportation efforts, okay? But what they can't do is use any kind of state actors to prevent, obstruct, delay, hinder in any way federal governments from carrying this out. Now, the applicable United States Code is 8 U.S.C. Section 1324, and it talks about the criminal activities associated with supporting or assisting with illegal immigration. Okay, so 8 United States Code Section 1324 outlines when third people can be held criminally liable for assisting in illegal immigration. The two applicable sections of the statute, which would apply to some of these sanctuary jurisdictions, would read as follows. Any person who, 2, knowingly or in reckless disregard of the fact that an alien has come to, entered, or remains in the United States in violation of law, transports or moves or attempts to transport or move such alien within the United States by means of transportation or otherwise in furtherance of such violation of law. Okay, So anybody transporting an illegal alien across the United States for purposes of helping avoid detection, yeah, that's against the law. Here's what else is against the law. Knowing or in reckless disregard of the facts that an alien has come to, entered, or remains in the United States in violation of law, conceals, harbors, or shields from detection, or attempts to conceal, harbor, or shield from detection such alien in any place, including any building or any means of transportation. So state government doesn't have to cooperate, but they cannot in any way, shape, or form assist in the concealing of otherwise illegal citizens. Now, do we actually believe that some states are going to actually expend state resources to do that? Yeah, I actually do believe that there are going to be several states that will, in fact, expend state resources that could be used on American citizens residing inside of that state, but instead are going to literally be used to not only thwart any deportation effort, but will actually be used in the furtherance of their illegal immigration. By the way, on a side note, there is another section of the statute which also makes it a felony if you 4. Encourages or induces an alien to come to, enter, or reside in the United States, knowing or in reckless disregard of the facts that such coming to, entry, or residence is or will be in violation of law. Which then, of course, begs the question, what would you do with this statement from a presidential candidate?
I would, in fact, make sure that we immediately surge to the border. All those people are seeking asylum. They deserve to be heard. That's who we are. We're a nation that says if you want to flee and you're fleeing oppression, you should come.
But I digress. But here's the thing I do want you to understand, okay? Because you're really going to be living in one of two states. You're either going to be living in a state that is not going to hinder the United States government in rounding up illegal immigrants and may even in some instances be more than willing to assist and make the job much more efficient. Or you're going to be living in one of these states, okay? And this is the channel that oftentimes communicates the most to those people because I too live in one of those states. But understand, if there is a mass influx into your state from other states that may be a little bit more pro-deportation, then even if you currently don't think you have an illegal immigration problem, you're about to get one. You're about to get a really, really big one, okay? And with that, yes, I recognize that a large majority of these people are here for no other reason other than to seek a better life. But even a small fraction of bad actors, when you talk about the numbers that we're talking about, is a significant safety risk to any community. It's just that simple. And so therefore, if you live in a state that suddenly is going to decide that they're going to shield these people, that somehow or another your governor thinks they're the next Oscar Schindler or something like that, recognize, right or wrong, from the politics of that particular position, your community is going to be less safe, and your services, such as the police department, such as the fire department, such as any other services that you normally rely upon, will be far more strained. And so what really could make this problem, a dangerous problem already, much, much worse, especially for particular segments of the United States, and why you need to be concerned about your safety, is going to be a mass migration of illegal immigration. Listen, you may have more questions about this or anything else related to what's left of our Second Amendment rights. You guys should know how to get a hold of Washington gun law by now. But if you don't, that's okay. That information, it's down there in the description box. If you got an idea for a video we should be doing around here, click on that link right there. Let us know. If all you wanted to do was subscribe to our monthly newsletter, you just go down to the description box right now, and all that information is there. And then finally, and most importantly, let's everyone remember that part of being the lawful and responsible gun owner, like we talk about all the time here, is to know what the law is in every situation, how it applies to you in any instance that you may find yourself. Until next time, thanks for watching, and stay safe.